So, ladies and gents, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel Phase 4 anyway, hasn't been the smash hit success that Marvel wants. They've had their old favourites, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special done really well. 93% critics and then 80% audience. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, 84 critics, 94 audience. That was always going to do well. Werewolf by Night, I think maybe a surprise hit for Marvel. Don't think they realised quite what they had with that one. 90 and 90. And then we start to go into the stuff which just isn't really that favourable. She-Hulk Attorney at Law, 33%, 92%. Thor, 77%. Which is really important when you start to look at the other Thor movies. Not really doing a great amount of success with that 70-odd%. And there's, Marvel initially in Phase 1, good. 92s. Thor the Dark World, 75. 91. Amazingly, Captain America, 75. Well, I do think the sort of cultural impact of these things was sort of declining a little bit. Thor, 76. But they started to peak as obviously Marvel went into the cultural phenomena that it became. Good, really, really good. 89, 86, 87. Really, really good. And then, like I said, Marvel Phase 4. Not been a smash hit success. Like I say, some of it relatively decent on scores, but then their profits weren't that great. And this is where these reports come in. So, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man rumoured to return more than just Avengers Secret War. So they're just trying to smash grab the success back. Now, I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing. I just think it's interesting. Now, this is unconfirmed at this point in time. It's just a rumour. But allegedly, Robert Downey Jr. will likely return as Iron Man in Avengers Secret Wars. And a new rumour claims not only is the deal done, but that might not actually be the only place he appears. And this is one of two bits of news here. You read from the title, we've even got Batfleck coming in. Not obviously as Batman. But there have been rumblings for a while now that Robert Downey Jr. will return as Iron Man in Secret Wars, which was not a surprise that the rumours were there because Marvel's been flopping. And if the actor is ever going to come back for an encore, that would be the movie to make it happen in. Now, fairly reliable leaker, My Time to Shine H on Twitter is claiming that the deal is done. We bid farewell to Tony Stark in Avengers Endgame, when he basically killed himself to save the universe. But the multiverse is how he's going to come back, allegedly. That is allegedly how he's going to come back. We don't know if he's going to be good or bad, but it will be an Iron Man variant that Robert Downey Jr. will step through the multiverse as. Now, it's also said that there have been talks about him appearing in Armor Wars because Riri Williams, say that really quick, Riri Williams will obviously not be selling that due to her appearance in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Obviously not. She was one of the least likeable elements of that film. But the legacy, obviously being addressed in Armor Wars, a cameo is pretty important, right? Now, could be through a pre-recorded message, but that's, again, quite unlikely. So, the scooper, My Time to Shine, says, Robert Downey Jr. is back, baby! For Secret Wars for sure, and there's been some talks for a cameo in Armor Wars. Liv Tyler is in talks to come back as Betty Ross. Interesting. And that's obviously to do with Incredible Hulk and things like that. The Thunderbolts. New World Order. So Robert Downey Jr. coming back seems not necessarily a desperation. I think it's actually, it stems from desperation, but it's a good business move. It was always a dumb thing to kill him. He was without any glue anyway to move things forward with. It was always a dumb decision to kill Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man, Tony Stark. Marvel's glue for these movies, the cinematic universe, came in the form of Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., as well as Nick Fury with Samuel L. Jackson. So it was always a dumb decision to kill him off, where you then also phased out Samuel L. Jackson, as well as Robert Downey Jr. There needs to be a glue to replace these individuals. Now, that glue can also come in the form of, or at least desperation glue, elemental sort of figureheads being brought back in. Justice League star Ben Affleck, rumoured to be in talks for a villainous Marvel Cinematic Universe role. Interesting. Again, is this desperation? Is this good business moves? Who knows? You let me know down below. But Ben Affleck obviously played Daredevil and Batman. And now, rumour has it, he's going to be making an MCU debut. So he's making his DCU directorial debut. But he's going to make an MCU acting debut. Comes from the same leaker, My Time to Shine. And it says, Ben Affleck had talks with Marvel Studios to play Dario Agar in an upcoming project. Alright. Interesting. Interesting. Why? Why is that interesting? Well, it's unclear, obviously, how far along those discussions got and whether they're now continuing. But would it be good for the actor? Yeah, pretty much. In the comic books, Agar is the corrupt president of Roxxon Energy Corporation and a human with the ability to transform into a Minotaur. Now, I don't necessarily think that that's Ben Affleck, to a T, but I think that's quite an interesting sort of performance he could put together. He's primarily a Thor villain, clashed with the mighty Thor, leaving many fans under the belief that was who Christian Bale would play. But then obviously there was the leaks about that as well. So Agar's also clashed with the Hulk, so World War Hulk kind of makes sense. And obviously Thunderbolts, etc. But there you have it. Interesting. Take it with a pinch of salt, but My Time to Shine H is not a bad leaker for these things. Do you think this is desperation? Do you think this is Kevin Feige? Because he's not an idiot. Kevin Feige is everything but an idiot. Do you think this is them trying to reshape things moving forwards? Getting Robert Downey Jr. back? I mean, again, I explained that was super dumb, not having any glue to keep the Marvel Cinematic Universe together. Nick Fury was gone. RDJ's gone. You don't have any likable character to replace them? Really? Come on. Why did you not plan for this? But then obviously bringing in Ben Affleck as well. It's smart. Is it desperate though? Let me know down below. Could this bring you back to the movies? I'd love to hear it. Let me know down below. Cheers, ladies and gents. Take care.